Welcome to yoga for bringing strength and stability to knees and ankles. Let's begin by inwardly rotating our thighs, sitting up nice and tall. And let's take a nice deep inhale, reaching our arms all the way out and up, taking a nice deep breath. Drop your shoulders down and away from your ears, turn your palms away, press the air down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Drop the shoulders, turn the palms away, and exhale as you press the air down. One last time, nice deep inhale. And this time, let's interlace our hands at the top. Press the palms of your hands up towards the sky or ceiling, stretching out the wrists, stretching out the armpits, wiggling those elbows side to side, lifting the chest forward and up. And as you exhale, round the upper back and shoulders, drop your chin towards your chest, breathe deeply between the space between your shoulder blades. Take one more deep inhale here, really pressing those palms away, rounding the upper back. And then releasing your hands and bringing them all the way back behind the hips, about a foot away from the hips, pressing into the palms, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest, open your heart, and you can keep your chin in line with your chest here, or if it's comfortable for your neck, you can allow your head to hang back. Really opening up that chest, taking the deepest breaths you've taken all day, maybe even all week, opening the heart. One more deep breath. And then come all the way back to a neutral position. Let's reach the arms all the way out and up one more time. And as you exhale, place the palms down in front of you and walk your fingertips away, just waking up the backs of the hips and the lower back. Taking nice deep long breaths as you fill up your entire back with fresh oxygen. If it feels good, you can rock yourself side to side. One more deep breath here. And then go ahead and walk your hands all the way back up to a neutral position. Beautiful. And then let's shake out our legs in front of us. And separate your feet just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. If you have your mat straight out in front of you, just about mat distance apart. Begin with flexing the feet and then rotating the hips all the way up from the ball and socket joint at the hip and making circles with the ankles at the same time. So pointing on the way in, flexing on the way out. Really exaggerating the motion, trying to touch the pinky toes on the outside and the big toes on the inside. You should see your whole leg moving here, all the way up from that ball and socket joint at the hip. And then let's go ahead and reverse the direction of the circles. And let's flex on the way in and point on the way out. Just warming up our hips here, sending synovial fluid to all of our joints and our ankles and our hips. Really reaching through the toes as you point, reaching through the heels as you flex. One last rotation. And then go ahead and shake your legs out in front. Let's begin with flexing and pointing. So first, hands comfortably behind you. Let's flex the feet. Curl those toes back towards your face. Activate the muscles surrounding both knees. Press those heels forward. And then point the toes, reaching through the fronts of the legs, trying to flatten out the fronts of the ankles. And flex again. Really reach those toes towards your face. See if you can even lift your heels up off the floor. And then point through the toes, reaching through the fronts of the legs, activating all those muscles. Again, flexing and pointing. Again, flex both feet. And point. Notice how you're really squeezing up the muscles on the backs of the legs when you point. And let's shake it out. And from here, pulling that flesh away, sitting up nice and tall, catch onto one leg and draw that knee into your chest. Sitting up nice and tall, and then press the heel away from you, curling those toes back, squeezing up all the muscles surrounding the knee. Again, inhale, sit up even taller, and exhale, press the heel away, curl those toes back, squeezing up all those muscles around the knee. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, sitting up taller, and exhale, press that heel away, sit up even taller, activating your core here, squeezing up those abdominals as you press the heel away. Last 3 now with no hands. Draw the knee in, press the heel away. Last 2. And one last time, draw that knee in, press the heel away, and then go ahead and shake out your legs. Let's do the same thing on the other side, catching onto the other knee. Let's draw that knee in towards the chest, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, press the heel away, curl the toes back, flare those toes. Again, inhale and exhale, activating the core. Inhale, squeeze the knee in, and exhale, squeeze up all those muscles around the knee. Inhale and exhale, reach through the heel, flexing the foot. Inhale and exhale. Last 3 with no hands. Inhale, draw that knee in. Exhale, press the heel away. Last 2. And one last time, just using the core. And go ahead and shake it out. Now we're coming onto our hands and knees on the mat. I'm coming sideways, but if you had your mat straight in front of you, you could just come forward onto your hands and knees. And if you need a little extra cushion for your knees, you have the option of rolling your mat right in the center. So kind of move yourself back, find the middle of your mat, and then create a little roll, and then step your knees onto that roll. That gives you extra padding for your knees. And let's do our dancing lion now. So bringing those hips in one direction, making a large circle with the hips. And as you exhale, drawing those hips back. As you inhale, drawing those hips forward. Going at your own pace and really exaggerating this motion, almost thinking about coming back like a child's pose and coming forward like an upward facing dog. Feeling free to stop and work into any point of tension, or just keeping a continuous circle and a continuous flow going with your breath. Let's rotate now in the opposite direction, exhaling as you draw the hips back, inhaling as you draw the hips forward. Don't worry at all what this looks like on the outside. You can even close your eyes and just notice how it feels on the inside. Warming up those hips, lower back, through the chest, the shoulders. And let's get ready now for our cat-cow. So bringing the wrists underneath the elbows and the knees underneath the hips. Let's begin by taking a nice deep inhale. Tuck your toes, drop your belly down, roll your shoulders back, and lift your chest. And as you exhale, untuck the toes, pull the belly button up towards the spine, round the back, look towards your navel. Again, drop the belly, lift the heart, inhale. And exhale, squeeze the belly button towards the spine, round the back, exhale. Again, drop the belly, lift the heart, nice deep inhale. And exhale, squeeze the belly button towards the spine, round the back, exhale. Again, inhaling. And as you exhale, really pressing into those fingertips to take some weight out of the wrists. Drop the belly, lift the heart, inhale. And exhale. Drop the belly, inhale. And as you exhale, squeeze the belly button towards the spine, round the back. Last 2, drop the belly, lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, squeeze the belly button towards the spine, round the back. And last 1, inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, round and squeeze up that core. Beautiful, coming back into a neutral position. And go ahead and tuck your toes under and walk your hands back towards your hips. And I want you to manually grab the last few toes on each foot and make sure that all 10 toes are pointing towards the front edge of your mat, sitting as much weight back towards your heels as you comfortably can, resting your right palm on top of your left in your lap, relaxing your shoulders, and if you feel like you would like to, you can close your eyes. And we're doing our toe ball mound stretch here. So we're really putting a lot of our own body weight on the ball of the foot, really stretching out that toe ball mound. And as you feel more and more comfortable in this pose, you could put a little bit more weight back right onto that toe ball mound. Try to focus that weight over the big toe area rather than the pinky toe area. Let's take one more deep breath here. And then coming forward, untuck the toes and tap them out on the mat nice and hard. It feels good to tap them out nice and hard. And then go ahead and undo that roll from your mat if you still have it on. And we're going to come into our downward facing dog next. So spreading those fingers out wide, tucking the toes, lifting the knees, sending the hips up and back, pressing your belly button towards your thighs, your head towards your knees, keeping a little bend in the knees here. And then we're going to send one heel back and down, bending the opposite knee. And let's switch, pressing the opposite heel back and down like a runner's stretch. And switch. And switch. Let's do 4 more of those. Switch. And 3. Last 2. And last 1. Go ahead and send both heels back and down. Take a nice deep long breath. As you exhale, see if you can press that chest towards your thighs just a little further. And then looking forward, lightly walk your feet to your hands, taking as many little steps as you need to get all the way up to the top edge of your mat. Feet are hip distance and parallel here in our standing forward bend. Catch onto opposite elbows, allowing your upper body to hang loose and limp over your legs. And if this is too much pressure for your lower back, then feel free to transfer your hands to your thighs, keeping a little bend in your knees, and that's a little bit more supportive for your lower back. But if it is comfortable to grab opposite elbows, then you can do that. And let's loosen up the neck. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. And go ahead and nod your head yes one more time. And then just allow the back of the neck to just hang loose and limp. Allowing the torso to spill over the legs like a beautiful waterfall. Feel that beautiful stretch in the backs of the legs, the decompression of the spine. One more deep inhale here. And then go ahead and drop those hands down towards the feet. Put a deep bend in the knees and slowly begin to roll yourself all the way up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Let's begin with our warrior positions. I'm going to start with my left foot forward and my right foot back. Feel free to do the same foot that I'm doing or the opposite, but all of my cues are going to be right now for the left foot forward and the right foot back. So stepping back, taking up the majority of your mat here. My left knee is bending right over my ankle. I'm reaching my arms all the way out and up. Back leg is nice and straight. My back foot is at 45-degree angle. And I'm pressing here into that pinky toe blade of my back foot, almost like I'm trying to lift up the inner arch of my back foot. I'm holding that big beach ball of energy above my head. Palms are facing one another. I'm also taking my lower abdominals and I'm pulling them up and tucking them underneath my rib cage. Go ahead and straighten out your front leg, lower the arms, and then bend the front knee, reach the arms all the way out and up. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. One last time, straighten the leg and lower the arms. Inhale and exhale, bend that left knee and reach those arms all the way out and up. Staying right here in Warrior One, gently pull that left hip back, pressing the right hip forward. So you're squaring off your shoulders and hips towards the front edge of your mat. Notice that knee right over the ankle and not going in front of it. Take a nice deep inhale and then bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together behind the back. As you exhale, round the upper back and shoulders. And then reach forward and up as you inhale. And let's do those scarecrow arms 2 more times. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale right here. Exhale, round your upper back and shoulders. Inhale, reach forward and up. One last time. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale right here. exhale, round. And inhale, reach forward and up. And then stay right here. And now let's transition our bodies into our warrior two. So let's turn our hips and shoulders towards the side edge of your mat. Widen out your stance, taking up even more of your mat. Make your back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. And make your left knee reaching straight forward. And take a look down at that left knee. Make sure it's tracking out towards your pinky toe and not falling inward. And keep bending that left knee right over your ankle, making sure that it's not going in front of your ankle. Reaching those fingertips in opposite directions. Keep relaxing the shoulders down and away from your ears. Don't forget about that back arm. Make sure that it's matched in height with your front arm. And let's bend the front elbow, bringing it to the thigh. Reach the right arm up and over the ear. Nice long line of energy all along the right side of the body. See if you can lower those hips just a little bit deeper into the pose, bending that left knee just a little bit more. If it's comfortable for your neck, gaze up and under the armpit, and if not, you can just look straight ahead or even down. And let's get ready to make our 3 arm circles. So take a nice deep inhale here, and then as you exhale, reach forward and down with the arm, and then inhale back and up. 2 more just like that. Exhale and inhale. And 1 last time, exhale and inhale. Staying right here, take 1 more breath. And then pressing into the feet, come all the way back to warrior two. Keep that front knee bent and flip the front palm. Inhale, reach that front arm all the way up and over the ear for exalted warrior. Keep bending that left knee. Keep sinking that left hip nice and deep, extending and reaching those left fingertips up and away. How much distance here can you put between your left hip and your left fingertips? And come all the way back to warrior two. Good. Go ahead and straighten out that front knee. And let's toe heel our feet all the way back together. Shake out those legs. You can pause the video and get a little drink of water here if you'd like, or you can continue to the other side. And now I'm going to step back with my left foot, coming into warrior one on the right leg. Squaring off those hips and shoulders now to the front edge of the mat. I've got my left foot back and my right foot forward. Reach those arms all the way out and up. Hold that big beach ball of energy above your head. Keeping the shoulders relaxed and the neck nice and long. Keep squaring off those hips to the front edge of the mat as you lengthen and straighten that back leg. Pressing into that outside edge, that pinky toe blade of the back foot to protect the knee. Making sure you're bending your right knee right over your ankle and not allowing your knee to go in front of your ankle. And on your next inhale, go ahead and straighten the front knee and lower the arms. And as you exhale, bend the front knee, reach those arms all the way out and up. 2 more. Inhale, straighten, lower the arms. And exhale, bend that front knee, reach those arms all the way out and up. 1 last time. Nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, bend the front knee, coming back into that warrior one position. And let's get ready for our scarecrow arms. Inhale right here and squeeze those shoulder blades together behind the back. And then round the back, drop your chin to your chest, and inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale right here. Exhale, round. And inhale, reach. 1 last time. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale here, exhale, round, and inhale, reach, staying right here in warrior one. And then let's turn our hips and shoulders to warrior two, widening out your stance, taking up even more of your mat. Back foot becomes parallel to the back edge of the mat. This time that right knee is bending right over the ankle. Look down and make sure that right knee is tracking out towards the right, towards your pinky toe and not falling inward. Fingertips reaching in opposite directions, opening up those hips in opposite directions. Let's take 1 more deep breath here, really anchoring through that pinky toe blade of the left foot. And let's go ahead and bend the right elbow and bring it to the thigh. And as you inhale, reach the left arm up and over the ear, creating 1 long line of energy all along the left side of the body. Really anchoring through the pinky toe blade of the left foot. Spiraling that heart open if it's comfortable for your neck, gazing up and under the armpit. And as you exhale, let's create that first arm circle. Reach forward and down. And as you inhale, reach back and up. 2 more just like that. Exhale, reach forward and down. Inhale, back and up. 1 last time. Exhale and inhale. Beautiful. Come all the way back into our extended side angle. Pressing into the feet. Come back to warrior 2, but keep that right knee bent. Flip the right palm up towards the sky or ceiling. Reach that arm up and over the ear, exalted warrior. Keep bending in that right knee. That left hand can reach back and down towards the ankle of the left foot. How much distance here can you put between your right hip and your right fingertips? Really think about lifting the torso up and out of the hips. And go ahead and come back to warrior 2. And then straighten out your front knee. Good. And now we're going to walk our feet together just a little bit, coming into a wide second position and making sure those toes are wider than the heels. And then do a little test bend with your knees to make sure that your knees are right over your toes when you plie, when you bend. And let's begin. Bending the knees in opposite directions, opening up those hips wide, reaching the arms up, and then pressing to straighten. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bend, and press to straighten. Exhale. 4 more. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. Keep moving those knees in opposite directions. Last 2. And 1 last time. And this time we're going to hold it in its lowest position for 3 breaths. So bring those hands down into heart center. And let's hold it for 3 nice deep breaths. Keep moving those knees in opposite directions, opening up those hips nice and wide. Sink your hips just a little bit deeper. Let's take 1 more deep breath here. And then go ahead and press into your feet. Return to standing. Toe, heel your feet all the way back together. Shake those legs out. 1 final pose, our tree pose. So let's begin here standing on the right leg. Go ahead and spread out your toes. Shift your weight over onto that right leg and place your left foot anywhere along your leg that you'd like, lower or higher than the knee, just not on the knee. Pressing your hands together at your heart center. Focusing on a single spot on the floor in front of you to gaze at, making sure that you're not compromising your neck. So it may be 10 feet in front of you or 5 feet in front of you on the floor. And now drawing those arms up through the midline of the body, growing taller through the crown of the head. Allow your arms to open. Allow your branches to sway in the breeze. Welcome the wobble. It's another opportunity to build a little bit more strength in those quick-firing muscles in the ankles. Go ahead and draw those hands back to the heart center. Let's begin to take 1 more breath. And as you exhale, slowly lower the hands, lower the feet, rock and shake out your legs. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Spreading out the left toes, transferring your weight to the left side, placing the right foot anywhere along the leg that you'd like, lower or higher than the knee. Palms pressed together at your heart. Finding that single fixed point on the floor somewhere in front of you to gaze at, far enough away that you're not making your neck bend. And draw those arms up through the midline of the body, growing taller through the crown of the head, blossoming open like a beautiful flower in the sun. Gently rocking those arms side to side, welcoming the wobble. Bringing the hands back to the heart. Let's take 1 more deep breath here. And gently release, shaking it out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.